In the heart of Trump country, a Republican lawmaker is breaking ranks, fighting to protect immigrants, not deport them, and his own party isn't sure what to make of it. In a deep red corner of Georgia, where Republican loyalty runs high and immigration crackdowns are the norm, something unexpected is happening. State Representative Casey Carpenter, a conservative through and through, is standing up for immigration reform. And it's putting him at odds with his own party. Carpenter, who represents Dalton, Georgia, recently made headlines after publicly defending a Mexican-born college student who was arrested for a traffic violation and then held for over 2 weeks in an ICE detention center. But for Carpenter, this wasn't just a one-off case. It's part of a bigger problem, and one he says the federal government keeps ignoring. Dalton isn't just any town. It's the carpet capital of the world, with a booming industry that's heavily reliant on immigrant labor. Carpenter knows that better than anyone. He grew up there, he represents the community, and he sees firsthand how vital immigrants are to keeping local businesses alive. I represent a majority-minority district, Carpenter said, and yet it's one of the most Republican places in the country. The fact is, our industry can't function without immigrants. We need them. Not just for economic reasons, but because they're part of the fabric of our community. And he's not talking about open borders. He's clear on that. What he's pushing for is a holistic approach, one that deals with border security and creates a legal pathway for people who have been in the US for decades, built lives, and raised children who are American citizens. He's urging Congress to move beyond the political bickering and finally fix a broken immigration system. Nobody wants criminals flowing into the country. But we also can't ignore the good people. Our neighbors, our classmates, our co-workers who are caught in the crossfire, he said. In Dalton, many of these immigrants aren't strangers. They're part of the community. We've educated these kids, they play on our sports teams, they go to school with our children, and then they're ripped away over paperwork, Carpenter explained. It breaks hearts, including mine. Even in a district that voted solidly for Donald Trump, business owners, from restaurant owners to construction companies, quietly agree with Carpenter. They tell me they can't survive without immigrant workers, he said. These aren't jobs being stolen from Americans. These are jobs Americans often won't do. Carpenter believes Republicans are missing the bigger picture. We supported Trump to get rid of the criminals, not hardworking families. But when the system lumps them all together, we all lose. If we don't shift course, not only are we in trouble politically, we're failing our communities. And he's not alone. Carpenter says other Republicans in the Georgia legislature are quietly supportive of a more practical, business-friendly approach to immigration, but they're wary of speaking up. Why? Because immigration has become political dynamite, used as a fundraising tool, a talking point, and a scare tactic. Both parties are guilty of using immigrants as pawns, Carpenter said. Meanwhile, real people are paying the price. One of those people is a young woman named Humana. Her story of detention shocked the Dalton community and became a rallying cry. Carpenter says her case is just the tip of the iceberg. This is happening all across the US. These aren't people you want to see deported. These are people you want living next door. For Carpenter, it's not about abandoning his conservative values. It's about doing what's right. And in a political landscape where shouting often drowns out solutions, his calm, compassionate approach is turning heads. Whether or not Washington listens remains to be seen. But for now, one Republican in Georgia is challenging the status quo and standing up for the very people others want to push out.